Hey, I'm Tay, and today we're going to talk about something that's been on my mind for a little bit. Let's talk about the importance of diversity. So, to me, right, when you have that diversity, when you're including other people who exist in the world, it not only adds a sense of realism because not everyone is the same, not everyone grows up in the same type of household as you, but it also adds a certain spice to the story. Growing up, I had a teacher that said diversity is the spice of life. Keep that in mind, everyone. It's the spice of life. Everybody comes from different places, raised in different circumstances, having many different cultures, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because over the years, I've noticed something. Whenever a protagonist is anything other than white, straight, there's a problem. Quote unquote. And I want y'all to sit with that. I've never heard so many complaints about a white person being the protagonist of something in comparison to the black people I see as protagonists in more recent years. The recent stupidity with how, and it's mainly Western folks who are complaining about the protagonist of Assassin's Creed Shadows. And they're complaining about both of them. Both of them aren't good enough. We have a Japanese character and we have a black character. You have two protagonists that you can choose from. One of them is a Japanese woman. Her name is Naoe. And apparently she's not hot enough for these people. She doesn't have jiggle physics like they want. Her tits aren't popping out the seams like they want. Her attire is too, it covers up too much. She doesn't have enough makeup on that looks natural enough, quote unquote. Like, guys, there's no winning with these people. Don't be afraid to call it how you see it. Racism, misogyny, the bigotry, because that's all it is. It's nothing more than that. I wish it was. Younger me would have tried to argue for it, but at the age I'm at now, I'm just seeing it how I see it. It's right in your face. It's right in your face. Be careful of these type of people. Be very careful of them. When you grow up in, and some people can't relate. They can't relate. But I'm going to tell you this from the experience of someone who, isn't the norm, who isn't white, who is a part of the spice of life. And I'm also a woman, as a part of the spice of life. When you have a bunch of people in media who look nothing like you, and you're raised around a bunch of people who don't look anything like you, you're going to feel like something's wrong with you. You're going to feel like you're a mistake. You're going to feel like you shouldn't look like the way that you look like. That you shouldn't be who you simply are. That's what happens when you don't have diversity. The people who have this mentality, it's something that is taught to them. And it'll always be taught because there's people that they'll always be haters. They'll always complain when something looks different, when something is different from what they are used to. They'll always complain. Be very careful of people who use the word woke, because it just means that they're allergic to anyone who is not white or straight. That's what it means. And people who use the word woke when it comes to black media are racist. You can't convince me otherwise. I remember when I was younger, I would try to kind of like defend these people and, say, oh, well, they're just, using diversity as a ploy and da 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 da. No, they're just simply racist. And you never hear them talk about this with like shit like X-Men New Mutants. I didn't hear a single motherfucker talk about that one. They whitewashed the cast of that shit. So all I could say is steer clear of these people as much as you can. Steer clear from them. Because they're going to raise their kids to have the same mentality as them. And most of the time, they'll keep that same mentality. Some will fight against it. Some it'll be internalized. But it's always going to be present. This shit's taught. No one's born thinking those things. But I'm going to leave it at that, y'all. That was just on my mind. I know that this is like a heavily opinionated piece or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like I should state my opinions more. I feel like a lot of times I hold my tongue quite a bit. There's nothing that you can do to convince them. There's no amount of being a good person to convince them. Just do you, boo. Just do you. Who you simply are, you're there's nothing wrong with you. They'll try to convince you all day long that something's wrong with you. They'll try it. They will try it. They'll say some slick sly shit to make you feel like something's wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Not a damn thing. But thanks for watching my video. Let me know what y'all think about my more opinionated pieces. I didn't want it to get like, you know what? Who cares if it gets political? This is the internet. Everyone has different opinions. At the end of the day, this is my opinion. Thanks for watching my video. I recently opened up a Etsy shop. I'll make sure to include the link. Make sure to visit it. I only have one item up. It's just a wallpaper for your phone. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And let me know like what y'all would like me to talk about next. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks for all the support, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.